Hey, this is Miss Alana working on math, being awesome and amazing, and I know you are too. So this video is day number 2 of our fall harvest math. Pears. Yes, we are on the back side of your sheet. Make sure you have your sheet. We are working on this side right here, writing decimals in different kinds of ways. Are you ready? Let's go. So the directions say to write the weight of each pair in 3 ways. The first way is in standard form. Another word for that is base 10 numerals. The second way we are going to write decimals is in expanded form. And the third way we are going to write decimals is in word form. And another name for that is number names. So sometimes you will see it written differently. You better know what they all mean because they all mean the same thing. All right, so you ready to begin? Let's look at the pairs that we have. The pair number 1. Pair number 1 weighs, how do we say this number? 486,000 pounds. So you see how there's no 1, it's a 0. That means it's less than a pound. Okay, so it weighs smaller, well, it weighs less than 1 pound. Let's look at pair number 2. Pair number 2 weighs, how do I say that number? 509,000 pounds. Remember, after the decimal, we go tens, hundreds, thousands. What? Tens, hundreds, thousands. What? Remember, tens, hundreds, thousands. Remember that. Put it in your mind. Tens, hundreds, thousands. Tens, hundreds, thousands. Put it in your mind. Put it in your mind. So the first thing we are going to do is write each of these numbers, each of these decimals in standard form or in base 10 numerals. Means the same thing. And I know you know how to do this. We've done this plenty of times before, but it's so easy. How do you write these numbers in standard form in base 10 numerals? Bam! Just write the digits. Just write the digits how you see them. So we're just going to write what for this one? Let me use that color. Bam! Right there. We're done. We have the 0, the decimal, the 4, the 8, and the 6. Done. And remember, what word are you not supposed to say? What word don't you say? That bad math language P word. Don't say the word point unless you're saying, I am writing a decimal point. Or make sure you have the decimal point. You can say that, but when you read the numbers, you don't say that word, okay? This one, how do we write that in standard form in base 10 numerals? Just copy the digits. We have a 0, the decimal point. See, that's not a bad word then. 5, then we have a 0 and a 9. Bam. Easy peasy. Easy, so easy. Moving on to the next way we can write decimals. The next way is, bam, expanded form. Expand means you expand it out, make it bigger, stretch it out. So let's stretch out these numbers. We go 1 digit at a time. We don't have to worry about that 0 or that decimal. We're moving on to the decimal numbers. So we write that 4. And what place value is this 4 right here? That is the tenths place. How can I write that? I'll just write it here. Tenths place. So you can see that. So we write 4 times 1, 10. Bam, just like that. What's the next one after the tenths place? Remember, tens, hundreds, thousands. What? Tens, hundreds, thousands. What? Tens, hundreds, thousands. So the next one is hundreds. Write the word hundred with a THS. Remember, these words have THS at the end. So we have, what digit is that? That's an 8. So we write plus 8 times 100. Just like that. Bam, so easy. Moving on to the last digit in that number. That is a 6. What place value is that? Tens, hundreds, thousands. What? Tens, hundreds, thousands. Tens, hundreds, and then what? Write the number, not the number, the word thousand with a THS at the end. Bam. So we're going to write plus what? Plus 6 times 1,000. Bam. And we are done. So you see 4 tenths, 8 hundredths, and 6 thousands. Done with that one. Moving on to the other number. So same thing here. We start with the first digit we see. Don't need that 0 and that decimal. No whole number there. Let's start with that 5. So we write 5 times, what's the place? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. What is it? Tenths. So 5 times 1/10. Bam, right there. Now, how about that 0? That's the next digit. We don't need to worry about that. So we could just cross that out. We're done with that one. The last digit we see is the 9. So we write plus, don't forget your parentheses. Make sure you have the parentheses in the right spot, the correct symbols and multiplication inside, addition on the outside because we're adding those digits together. 9 times what place value is that? Oh no, not the hundreds. Tenths, hundreds, thousands. So it's 9 times 1,000 right there. And we're done. We are done with writing these numbers in expanded form. The third way we can write these decimals is in what? Bam, word form. Another way to say word form is number name. It's like, hey, what's your name? It's like, did you know numbers have names too? Ah, mind blown. Now, what do? We write it in words. How do we say that? 486 what? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. So let's write that down. 400. Now this 100 is just with a D. 86. So it's like you write the number. Imagine it's not a decimal. You just write 486, 486. But since it's a decimal, we write the name of the last digit. Tenths, hundreds, thousands. So write that down. Thousands. Which is 1,000 with a THS at the end. That lets you know it is a decimal number. Yes. Thumbs up if you got that right. I know you did. Moving on to the next one. How do I write this number? Imagine you don't have a decimal. How do I say that? 509. Let's write that down. 509. Just like it is right there. But since it's a decimal, we need to write the place value of that last digit. What's the place? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. What is that? Thousands. Someone's at the door. Someone's at the door. Let's finish this up. Thousands. Bam, 1,000 with a THS at the end. So we are done with that question. We've written decimals in 3 ways. What are those 3 ways? Standard form or base 10 numerals right there. Second way, expanded form. And the third way is in word form or number name. If you need the other videos, go find those. Don't forget to subscribe to Miss Alana's YouTube channel and like this video. Like the video, leave any comments if you have anything to say to me, and I'll make sure I respond to you. See you then.